Princess Leonor vs. Infanta Sofia, who do you love most? Imagine growing up in a palace where every move you make is watched by millions of people around the world. Imagine knowing that one day you may rule a nation, or live your entire life beside someone who will. Now imagine doing all of that while still trying to be a normal teenager. That is the reality for the two daughters of Spain, and one is destined to become queen. The other is destined to stand beside her. But despite the difference in their royal roles, millions of royal watchers around the world have fallen in love with both sisters for very different reasons. Some admire Leonor's seriousness and leadership, while others adore Sofia's warmth and down-to-earth personality. So the question many people are asking today is simple but fascinating. Princess Leonor vs. Infanta Sofia, who do you love most? Before you decide, make sure you watch until the end, because the answer might surprise you. And if you enjoy royal stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment your thoughts below about which royal sister you admire the most. Let's begin the story. The royal sisters who captured the world. Spain's royal family has always fascinated people, but in recent years, attention has increasingly focused on the young generation. At the center of that attention are the daughters of an born just 2 years apart, and grew up inside the historic walls of the Spanish monarchy but in a very modern environment. Their parents wanted them to understand both royal duty and ordinary life. They went to school with other children. They played sports. They laughed, made friends, and experienced childhood in ways that many royal children in the past never could. Yet even with this relatively normal upbringing, their futures were very different from the moment they were born. Leonor was born to be queen. Sofia was born to support her sister. But what truly makes people fascinated is not their titles, it is their personalities. Because despite growing up in the same family, the two sisters are surprisingly different. Princess Leonor, the future queen. When was born in 2005, Spain welcomed not just a royal baby but a future monarch. As the eldest daughter she became the heir to the Spanish throne. Her official title is Princess of Asturias, a title traditionally given to the future ruler of Spain. From a very young age, Leonor understood that her life would be different. While other children were worrying about homework or weekend plans, Leonor was already being prepared for a role that could one day place her at the head of an entire nation. Her education was carefully designed to prepare her for that future. She studied languages, history, politics, and diplomacy. She learned how monarchies function and how leaders communicate with the public. And perhaps most importantly, she learned the importance of responsibility. Many people who have watched Leonor grow up say she carries herself with a maturity far beyond her years. When she gives speeches, she speaks clearly and confidently. When she attends public events, she represents Spain with dignity and composure. These qualities have earned her admiration not just from royal watchers but from many Spaniards who see her as a symbol of the monarchy's future. But behind the polished royal image is still a young woman learning how to balance duty with her own personal life. Infanta Sofia, the charming younger sister. While Leonor prepares to rule, her younger sister has captured hearts in a completely different way. Sofia was born in 2007 and, unlike her older sister, she does not have the burden of future kingship. Her official title, Infanta of Spain, means she is a member of the royal family but not the heir to the throne. This difference has given Sofia a unique position. She lives in the royal spotlight, but she has more freedom than her sister. Observers often describe Sofia as warm, cheerful, and relatable. When cameras capture the sisters together, Sofia is often the one smiling, laughing, or sharing playful moments with Leonor. Many royal fans say Sofia represents the more relaxed side of the monarchy. She reminds people that even royal families are still families. And in many ways, Sofia's role is just as important as Leonor's. Because every future queen needs someone she can trust completely. For Leonor, that person is her sister. Growing up in the royal spotlight. Being part of a royal family means living under constant public attention. Every appearance, every photograph, every gesture can become international news. For and, this spotlight has followed them since childhood. But their parents, and, worked hard to protect their daughter's privacy while still allowing them to fulfill their royal duties. The sisters were rarely overexposed to the media when they were young. Instead, the royal family carefully selected the events where they would appear. These appearances became special moments where the public could see the two girls growing up year by year. People noticed how Leonor often stood calmly and confidently, while Sofia appeared more playful and expressive. These small differences made people feel connected to them. Suddenly, the royal sisters were not just distant figures, they were personalities. And that is when the comparisons began. Different personalities, different strengths. One of the most interesting things about the royal sisters is how different they are. Many royal observers describe Leonor as thoughtful, serious, and disciplined. She often appears focused and determined, qualities that are essential for someone who may one day become queen. Sofia, on the other hand, often appears more spontaneous. She laughs easily, interacts naturally with people, and sometimes seems less concerned about royal formality. These differences do not create competition between them. Instead, they complement each other. Leonor brings leadership and responsibility. Sofia brings warmth and relatability. Together, they create a balanced image of the next generation of the Spanish monarchy. The sisterly bond that inspires millions. Despite public comparisons, one thing remains clear: the bond between them is incredibly strong. Whenever they appear together, small gestures reveal how close they are. Sometimes Sofia quietly supports Leonor during formal events. Sometimes Leonor smiles reassuringly at her younger sister. These moments show that behind the royal titles are two sisters who genuinely care about each other. And that bond may be one of the greatest strengths of Spain's future monarchy. Because history has shown that royal families are strongest when they stand united. The pressure of being the future queen. 4. The expectations placed upon her are enormous. She is expected to represent the future of Spain's monarchy. She must earn the trust of the Spanish people. And she must prepare for a role that demands both leadership and diplomacy. This responsibility means that Leonor's life is carefully structured. Her education, public appearances, and training are all part of preparing her to become a future head of state. While many teenagers are still exploring who they want to become, Leonor already knows what her destiny may be. And yet, she continues to approach that responsibility with remarkable composure. Sofia's unique role in the monarchy, while Leonor prepares to rule, is discovering her own role. Historically, younger royal siblings often support the monarch through public service, charity work, and representation. Sofia may one day take on similar responsibilities. But because she does not have to become queen, she may also have the freedom to shape her own path. Some royal watchers believe this could allow Sofia to become a powerful ambassador for modern Spain. She could represent Spanish culture, support humanitarian causes, and connect with younger generations. In many ways, her influence could be just as meaningful as her sister's. Why people love Princess Leonor. Supporters often admire her sense of duty. They see a young woman who understands the weight of her future role and embraces it with seriousness. Her speeches have impressed many observers, showing confidence and intelligence. People believe she represents stability for the monarchy. For them, Leonor symbolizes leadership. Why people love Infanta Sofia. Fans often appreciate her natural charm. She appears approachable and genuine, qualities that make people feel connected to her. In public events, Sofia's smiles and relaxed demeanor often stand out. To many observers, she represents the human side of royalty. A new generation of royalty. The rise of and reflects a broader change in how royal families are viewed. Today's monarchies must connect with modern societies. They must appear relatable while maintaining tradition. The Spanish royal sisters seem perfectly positioned to achieve that balance. Leonor represents tradition and leadership. Sofia represents warmth and connection. Together, they symbolize the future of the monarchy. So, who do you love most? Now we return to the question that started this story. Princess Leonor versus Infanta Sofia, who do you love most? Is it Leonor, the disciplined future queen preparing to lead Spain one day? Or Sofia, the charming younger sister whose personality wins hearts wherever she goes? The truth is that many people refuse to choose. Because the real magic lies in the combination of both sisters. One represents duty, the other represents joy, and together, they create a royal partnership that could shape the future of Spain. Star, now it's your turn. Who do you admire more? Princess Leonor or Infanta Sofia? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with other royal fans.